This episode is sponsored by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro for free at RamseySolutions.com/invest. You're listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires, where we talk investing, retirement, building wealth, and outrageous generosity.
All right, let's run out to, let's just walk down the street to Nashville, Tennessee, and talk to our great friend, Rebecca. What's up, Rebecca?
Hi.
What's up?
Well, I have a question. I just applied for a loan to get a third rental property, and the loan agent said that I don't have enough debt for them to take a chance to give me a rental property. My credit, yeah.
I love America.
I am worth $1.5 million collectively with my husband. My credit score is like 780. They said that's not true. If you don't have debt, you don't have a credit score. And she wants me to go get some credit cards and some debt before I reapply to purchase our third home, but the other two are outright paid for. I'm very confused.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You've got two paid-for properties. You don't have debt, but you still have a credit score due to some sort of open line of credit, or you have credit cards that you pay off every month? What's going on there?
So our home in Nashville is worth $1.2 million, and we owe like $200,000 on it. So
I'm confused. You said you're debt free, and she's saying you can't. Yeah. She's saying the $200,000 mortgage isn't enough debt to warrant more debt.
Well, it's in the 200. The house is in both of our name. This one, but that loan is in my husband's name, so I'm not on that debt. So technically, that $200,000 is on him.
Got it.
And I have no debt.
So he could take out the debt in his name.
Of the property. Yes, he can take it out. He's already got it approved for him, but I'm worried what happens if he dies, and I'm now trying to, I know I have 1.5 in basically real estate that I can buy a house for cash, but I'm still just nervous about me not being able to get a loan. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Why do I have to
So
get a
your
credit
fear
card?
is not his death. It's I won't be able to get a loan if he does die. Okay, well, let's rewind here, because here's my thing. We wouldn't even recommend you do this rental property thing with debt. I would say you guys make plenty of money. You have an amazing net worth. You've built wealth. Let's just purchase this when we have the cash.
Okay.
So that's my caveat, is that I don't even agree with this decision before we get to why you can't get a loan with that credit score. I'm not a loan agent. I can't tell you why they won't give someone with a 780 credit score a loan. I thought you were saying you don't have a credit score and therefore they wouldn't give you a loan. You have a 780 and they're saying we won't do it. So, and that's because rental property is not treated the same way as a primary residence. Rental property is investment, and investment equals more risk to the lender. And so they see someone out here, floating a few properties, a few mortgages, and they can just decide to not give you the money if they don't want to.
Okay.
So if he wants to take out the debt, and that's y'all's business, I don't condone it. But if he wanted to do it under his name, do you not have life insurance, either of you?
Yeah, we both have. The hospital gives us like 2.5 times our annual pay, so we have quite a bit of.
You need 10x each.
Yeah.
Call our friends at Xander Insurance and get 10x each.
On a term life, level term life policy is what you're wanting. How old are you two?
52.
Okay. Look into it. It may be a little pricier, but you guys have the money to do it, and clearly this is a fear of yours. If he dies, what am I going to do financially? Even though we have all these assets, I'm going to have to liquidate it all. It could be a mess. And 2.5 times his income isn't going to get you that far.
It will get you nowhere, yeah. That's not
so
gonna be
you're
enough.
going to need like millions in order to survive this thing and grieve his loss and go get more debt if that's what you want to do. But
the other thing is this. Again, with the caveat, I absolutely think George is right. Don't borrow money for a third rental property. Y'all make way too much money. Save it up and buy it. It sounds like you want to do it because you want one that's yours.
No, just to build wealth, because we're almost done paying this one off. We put about $18,000 a month on the current home that just has the $200,000 left. So the other one's paid off. This one will be paid off relatively fast with $18,000 a month. So we're trying to look towards this future of, once this one's paid off, just buying a house every 5 years or even less.
Couldn't you do that with cash?
Buy one every 2 years. Buy a $400,000 or $500,000 house every 2 years. Just keep that same $20,000 that you're paying on your place and rolling it in.
Okay.
20 grand times 12 you're talking 240 times 2 years. You have 480 every 2 years to go buy more property. And when you do it that way, it's going to cash flow like hotcakes because you don't have a mortgage.
10, the houses start paying for themselves. So then you take all the income from your houses and you buy another one, and then you buy another one.
Yes.
And then...
Yes, and that's what we did our first one. Yep.
Let's keep that going. So let's just focus on this mortgage you have right now.
Pay your house off.
Pay it off, then let's do cash for the rest of them. And that's not a pie in the sky. That is how Dave Ramsey has purchased many, many, many properties over the last 30 years now.
Okay, yeah.
After he got burned doing it the risky way of like, well, we're just going to keep collecting more debt and the tenants will pay for it. So it's basically free money. It's a money-making scheme until it's not.
Yeah, and you said it best. I want to build wealth. Hang on the line. I'm going to send you Dave's book, his most recent bestseller, Baby Steps Millionaires. And it really is just a map. It's a roadmap that says,
perfect.
like, hey, the world and Instagram and TikTok are going to tell you to get rich this way. Here's the way to do it. All the other speculative nonsense. Yes, people have gotten wealthy because they happen to be doing something risky in a sliver of history where it worked out. There's also people who go to Vegas and you hear about them, a friend's cousin's grandma's brother who made a whole bunch of money. Vegas wouldn't exist if that happened every time. That's why you know about that one guy.
Yes.
Similarly, speculative real estate rolls over and rolls over and rolls over. But if you have 4 houses, 5 houses, 6 houses that you own in cash, and then you get one of these real estate rollovers, then you just go knock on your neighbor's door and say, hey, I'll buy that for half its value in cash right now. And that's how people pick up a lot of houses when things get sideways. They don't owe anybody any money and they got cash from that cash flow.
It's a different game.
That's building wealth.
It's chess, not checkers.
Getting a whole bunch of mortgages, that's not wealth building. Having a whole bunch of houses that nobody can take away from you because they're all yours, that's wealth. See the difference?
Yes, definitely.
Love it. Well, hey, come visit us soon.
Rebecca.
You're just
come down
down
the street and hang out. Have some cookies and some coffee here at the Ramsey Cafe. If you can pull George away from the cookie bar.
Can't stop me. But that's a good point, John. A lot of people that call the show like, we got rental properties. I'm like, how much you making? They're like, $4,000 a year. I'm like, bro, I could do Uber and make that instead of having all this risk in my life.
I know, but we're wealth building. Nope.
Not when
you're
you have
making
slim profit margins.
You're making
a whole
mortgage lender very, very wealthy is what you're doing.
Yep. Thanks for listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. Need help with your investments? Connect with a SmartVestor Pro at RamseySolutions.com/invest or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.